Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today here in YOUCANIC we have our 2011 Cadillac STS, and we have our headlight assembly here that's been removed from the car to be able to replace the lights inside it. You can't really replace any of these lights while it's installed in the car. There's not enough space. So to start with, on the top there are two push pins here that you would remove. There's one Phillips screw right here. There's also push pins that go along this all the way across, but those are also part of the panels that cover most of the engine bay. So down here inside the wheel well there is two push pins, one push pin right here. That way then we can pull this cover back. There's one number 10 bolt that's right up in here that we would loosen and remove. And up here you'd reach your hand in or feel your way in. There is another bolt that you just need to loosen up a teeny bit to be it so the bumper will fall down. Now you'll want to undo the electric that goes to this light so that when you pull it away, and so we're going to pull it away a little bit, and then we also want to disconnect the the water line there for the window washer spray that will come out to clean your headlights. So we've loosened this, and now we're able, if you pull on the top of the bumper and pull right here, we can pull this a little bit forward. We just want to come enough that we can get access down inside here. And you're going to see this connection right here, and we're going to squeeze it and pull it off, but we're going to want to put something to plug it there, otherwise all of our no, that didn't work out very well there. All of our windshield washer fluid will leak out. And it's easy to just disconnect it right here, because this runs from this side to both sides of the thing. So I'm going to disconnect, just disconnect, and unless you can cap it off, get yourself a container and a funnel and catch your windshield washer fluid so you can put it back in when you're done. So we're going to be able to pull this away. We have an electric connector on the back here that we want to undo. Okay, so we've got the electric undone on that side. Let's go ahead and undo the electric on the other side. Okay, so we have the electric undone. Now, be careful to pull and remove this. So to get to this, you need to remove the bumper first. We have a clip about how to do that. And then we've got a bolt here, here, and one bolt nut right here to remove, and an electrical connector to remove on the bottom there. So with those three bolts removed, we'll be able to just pull this forward and away, and then we'll want to, there's an electric connector down here that we need to undo by pressing that electrical connector undone. We have now been able to remove this whole unit. So once the light's been removed, you can turn it around, and we do have this cover that sits here with 4 number 7 screws / bolts that hold this in. So you would remove those screws, and then you'll be able to get into here. And so the low beam is right here, the high beam is right here, and we're going to go ahead and replace that, how to replace the high beam. So we have this electric connection here. We're going to want to undo that. There we go. That's undone. Twist this a quarter turn to the left to loosen and to remove the light bulb. This light bulb here is a 9005. So you get a 9005 for your high beam light bulb, and take your new one, and you see these tabs. They're a little larger here. They have size. so that they match up in here at the right orientation. Basically a 45 off to the left, because when you twist it up, it locks into place. So we install, twist it into place, and now we'd be able to connect that electric back up, and then that's all that we can do right here for our low beam, high beam. So we'll put this cover back on and install the 4 screws that hold that to so those are all tight. Then this unit would be ready to be put back on the vehicle if that's all you were replacing, and so you would just reinstall this onto the vehicle. So we have our headlight assembly right here, and we just want to make sure we push this electric connector back up. You'll hear the lock. Click there. You've got 2 little guide pins that are going to line up into this metal here on the side. So we line those up. Right there. And then we have a bolt here, here, and a nut that goes on right there. So this is where you're making sure you get the the wiper fluid actuators in where they need to go. Slide this up there. Everything to basically sit and line up. I have some screwdrivers to just put in here to hold this up temporary on the front there, while come around this side and are able to get this bolt here up in the channel, slide it forward, and then be able to put the screw in that holds it on. Alright, so here's where you want to make sure we get this to go up. There's a little open indent, and then we're going to slide it back. Alright, that is slid back into place. Okay, so we've got our number 10 bolt started, and we'll tighten it up. Okay, then we have the light here that goes for the side marker that we're going to want to install, and that's just by inserting and twisting a quarter turn to the right. And then we have this electrical connector is what holds for the turn light and a fog light. We're going to connect that up. And the last one on this side is we have the water line that we need to hook up back to the reservoir for our windshield washer fluid. And there's a few to put in the bottom, a few push pins, maybe a few screws. And then up top here, we've got 2 push pins and 1 screw that goes right here. The same installing of the bumper that we did on this side with the 2 push pins up top here and the screw, and then also the push pins in the fender well and hooking all that up. You'll do basically the same on the other side, and you finish that up. Now, the only thing on the other side is you don't have a water line to hook up. You just have the 2 electric lines, one for the light and one for the blinker unit itself. Thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.